Hello, everyone. Today I thought I was gonna die multiple times. But it was a good day despite that. Um, so I woke up early. I met Peter, the tour guide, and Mr. Chen, the driver, at 8 in the morning to go to the Great Wall. And I was really excited. They said it was supposed to take 2 hours to get there, but it took 3 hours because traffic was nuts, and traffic is just crazy in Beijing. Everyone drives a car, and it seems like so many people have bikes and little motorbikes, but there's so many cars everywhere. So it took 3 hours to get there. Pulled over a couple times so Mr. Chen could pee on the side of the road, smoke a cigarette. So we got to the base, or whatever it's called. So the section we went to is called Jinshanling. I don't know. There's tons of different sections of the wall, and this is just the one that they put on my itinerary when I signed up for this tour. And I guess for some reason they thought I liked hiking or that I was an active person, which I'm pretty active. I try to work out. I do love fast food, but nothing could have prepared me for what I was signed up for. Peter, my tour guide, kept talking about hiking and, people who like hiking, and I'm just like, all right. I mean, he doesn't look like much of a hiker, let alone a mover or shaker. So I was just like, okay, maybe he's into hiking. I don't know. So we were walking up this pathway with like a ton of people. There were a bunch of American people and like tour groups and stuff. And we're walking with them for a while, and then he's like, okay, this way. And we like go to the left down another path that no one was going. And we walked for like 5 minutes, and we didn't see anyone along the way. The only time we saw people was at the base of these raggedy ass steps. And I'm just like, oh my god, are we about to climb up this mountain to get to this wall? And what do you know, we did, instead of taking the cable car. I was confused. Mind you, it's 100 degrees out and sunny as hell and no breeze. It's just like solid heat on your body. So we're like climbing up these steps on the side of a mountain. I'm like wheezing. Peter is somewhere behind me. I don't know. I thought he might die. So we get to one point, I'm like, Peter, is there an easier way to get up here? And he's like, yeah, the cable car. I'm like, why didn't we take it? He's like, we'll take it all the way down. And I'm like, okay, well, it's a lot easier to go down than it is up a mountain. But anyways, so we're climbing up. We get like halfway and we're both like dying. We're not even on the Great Wall yet. We're literally trying to get there. And we finally get to the top, and Peter's like 20 feet behind me. And I'm just like, sitting there like, this is so stupid. Like, why did we do that? We're about to climb and walk 10 kilometers on the wall. So, again, trying not to be negative Nancy, I'm just like, all right, hunker down and just do this. Your workout for the day. You'll be fine. You have plenty of water. So we get to the wall, and we're walking. When I say walking, we're literally climbing more. And these steps are like this big, falling apart. So anyways, so we're up there, and it's amazing. The view is ridiculous. It's so cool. Even just driving to here, it's all these mountains out of nowhere, and it's so cool. And it was a little bit foggy, hazy today, so it looked amazing. It was really, really cool. So I stopped and took a few pictures, pounded like a bottle of water, and yeah. So Peter's like, "All right, let's get going," and he's literally like oozing sweat. Like he looks like he just literally came out of water. And I mean, I'm pretty sweaty already. And so we're walking, climbing more. And you know, we get to one point and I'm like, this is really intense. He's like, yeah. And he's like, but this is the hiking one. And I'm just like, why? So I was like, do you do this often? Like, do you how often do you come to this part of the wall? And he's like, I come to the wall like once or twice a month, but we always go to a different section. And I'm like, so why are we at this section? He's like, because this is for the hikers. And I was like, did I accidentally sign up for the hiking trail? And he's like, well, did you pick it? I'm like, no, my tour guide signed me up for it. Or my tour company signed me up for it. It was just on my itinerary. He was like, oh, okay. And he was like, you don't like hiking? I was like, not this kind of hiking. So we were just like, okay. We bonded that moment. He was like, he even said, he's like, I'm a little fat. This is really hard. I was like, tell me about it. So we're climbing a little bit more. And it's been like an hour and a half already. And we've probably made it like not even a kilometer. And I literally thought I was going to die. Out of nowhere, my chest got so heavy. I was just pouring sweat. My eyes got hazy. My head was throbbing. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. And I thought to myself, I might have a heart attack right now. Like, I'm 23, and I'm going to have a heart attack in China and die. And this is where I'm going to die. And so I, like, sat down. I almost started crying a little bit. And Peter's like, are you okay? Just, you know, we'll take it slow. And I'm like, I don't even know. And I just sat for a little while. And finally I was like, oh, my God. I guess the altitude and the heat and just, like, the daunting thought that we're on this, like, treacherous, intense trail. So anyways, so we get to the top of one of the watchtowers, which is amazing. Everything is still amazing in between my bouts of asthma that I don't have. And I asked Peter, I'm like, okay, so how much farther are we supposed to go? He's like, well, you see that watchtower, so that's 8 more, and then 4 more after that, so that big one. So this is like so far away, and I look at him and I said, I can't do that. I'm not going to make it. Because we would have to go there and then come all the way back. And I was like, hell no. And I looked at Peter and I was like, he's not going to make it either. Like, he's wishfully thinking he would not make it. So I'm like, all right, let's walk a little more. And so we go past like 4 more watchtowers. One of them was like totally crumbling, and it was so cool. I took lots of pictures, don't worry. And we get to one, and there's like 3 more in the distance. There's one with like a red flag, and I'm like, Peter, that's as far as we're going, and then we're coming back. He's like, okay, it's up to you. I'm like, yeah, that's what we're doing. So we went, and it was so much easier having like this end in sight. And so we got there, and we sat for like a half an hour, and just, you know, I was feeling my heart rate, and it took like 20 minutes for my heart rate to get down. It was so oppressive, and the heat was nuts. It was crazy. So anyways, so once we decided we were going to head back towards the cable cars, it was like smooth sailing. But once we got back to the watchtower, where the cable car is, you have to walk along this like dirt path down and up the side of the mountain away from the wall to get to the cable car area. And that was even hotter. I don't know why, but it was nuts. And I soaked through my clothes. It was disgusting. My hair, all of my hair was soaking wet with sweat. It was so gross. I can't even believe I still have makeup on my face. Yeah. So that's that. That was the Great Wall. It was amazing. I can't wait to show you guys pictures because it was just mind-blowing. But if you're into almost dying from heat, go to the Jinshanling section of the Great Wall in the middle of August in 100-degree weather when the sun is out, and you will have a near-death experience. It's wonderful. It's very enlightening. So anyways, so after that, we found Mr. Chen in our car and air conditioning. It was glorious. Drank another bottle of water. And we started our 2.5-hour drive back. It was a little shorter on the way there. But I got to go to a Kungfu show, and that was so cool. It was awesome. I didn't really know what I was, going in for, and it was awesome. I want to learn Kung Fu. They were like flipping everywhere and doing all these different moves and doing these like front flips, but they landed on their head and then flipped over. It was so cool. It was awesome. It was beautiful. Really cool show. I got some popcorn because I did not eat while we were on the wall. Peter was like offering me snacks. I was like, I think if I eat, I'm gonna throw it all up. I honestly haven't worked out this much. Between the bike ride on the city walls of Xi'an and this hike on the Great Wall and just walking yesterday, God, I best have lost a few pounds because, whew. So yeah, that was my day. And it's my last day in Beijing. Oh, I gotta wake up at like 4 o'clock tomorrow because we have to leave here at 5:30 because I stupidly booked my flight for 8 in the morning. Yay. So I fly to Hong Kong tomorrow to meet up with Chris, my friend Chris again. And he said he's gonna show me a nice night out with some friends. So some beer will be drank and I'm very excited. And then after that, on Saturday, I come back to the USA. A very long trip. I have a 7-hour layover in LA, but whatever. I get back to New York at like 5 a.m. on Sunday. I'm literally time traveling. It's kind of cool. So yeah. So this is probably going to be my last video update. Yeah. So let's recap. I think my favorite guide was in Shanghai. Sean was awesome. We got along really well. And he was so cute. Like little brother cute. Not, yeah. I like the hotel there. My favorite hotel was in Xi'an. That was a really nice hotel. I think my favorite city and the stuff I saw all overall was Xi'an. I loved Xi'an. It was beautiful and the history was really cool. And all the places I went were pretty awesome. Best food, hands down, with Mr. Murchison in Beijing. I'm just gonna dream about that food forever. I need to find out what kind of food that was, what province it's from, because I'm gonna make it and eat it all the time. Yeah, best hotel was Xi'an. Best breakfast was in Xi'an. They had really good American breakfast. I did like the noodles in Xi'an. Those were good. That I had them for lunch when I went to the Terracotta Warriors. Yeah. Best TV was in Xi'an. I think Xi'an wins. I think it takes the cake. Best bed is right over here, right behind me. That bed is awesome. Coolest shower here with the big glass window. Yeah. Shanghai. I liked Shanghai too. I feel like because it was the first city I went to, it all happened so fast that I don't even remember what happened. I'll have to reference my pictures and my blog posts. So yeah, sorry for droning on. I'm tired. I need to take a shower because I'm I'm literally like salty. Like there's salt in my hair. It's gross. Um, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna sleep so hard. And when I get back to the U.S., I'm gonna eat pizza, and I'm gonna have McDonald's. I know there's McDonald's there, but I feel like it'd be insulting to eat McDonald's here. So yeah, I'm so excited for American food. All right, Kate out. See you on the flip side.